What up, guys, man? Listen, today I want to get right to it. And I want to tell you guys to watch out for the APR, okay? Pay attention to the APR. The APR, guys, is the annual percentage rate, all right? Now, I'm going to explain this to you because we're going to have a quick story time, right? All right, so I give one of my clients a one-on-one meetup. We hop on the phone and she tells me, hey, I was approved for a credit card. I'm thinking about considering an offer. They offer me unsecured credit card with a $300 limit, right? So I say, okay, what's the credit card company name? Right? And I forget the exact company because I actually would let you guys know so that you do not apply for this credit card, right? So she's excited. The card is unsecured, right? They give her a $300 limit. She doesn't have any credit cards open. She's just starting to really get her credit to fair standards, right? So I said, okay. I say, well, what's the APR on the credit card? She says 35%. Guys, she said the credit card APR was 35%, meaning any money that she spends within that $300, she is going to be charged 35% interest on that money, which is too high. It is entirely too high. I literally started busting out laughing, and I told her completely no. I would send you some recommendations on some cards you can apply to, right? Now, that's the whole point of me touching on this topic, guys. I have three different things on the board, which I said before, guys. The annual percentage rate is the price you are going to pay for that money. It is the price you're going to pay for borrowed money, whether that loan is secure or unsecure, right? It is the price we pay for money, right? Now, typical APRs, according to the Federal Reserves, is between 14.61% in 2021, right? The average annual percentage rate was around 14 to 15% in 2021, according to the Federal Reserve, right? Now, remember that number I just told you guys, 35%. That is more than double the average percentage rate according to the Federal Reserve, right? Now, next, guys, let's talk about banks. Now, I want to explain to you guys that annual percentage rates can change, right? This amount can vary. However, it is super important to understand how much you're being charged for your money and to even understand if it's even worth you using that company, right? Some of us get so excited, just like one of my clients, we get so excited, oh, they're offering us a credit card, but we're not actually looking at it. And she actually stated to me and said, oh, I didn't even look at the annual percentage rate. So I always want you guys to pay attention to how much you're being charged for money that you're using, right? You want to know this number, right? All right. Now, typically banks charge between 12% and 24%. Now, this range can vary, guys. I think being within that 12% range, anything pretty much, I would say under 18, 19% is pretty good when it comes to credit card usage. Now, it really depends, and that's why it's super important to really better our credit. All right, so let's compare a $300 limit when you have a 35% APR, and let's compare a $300 limit when you have a 12% APR. Right? You guys can see just off just from that understanding that you are able to save so much money over time. And that's the thing, guys. When we're using credit, when we're using borrowed money, we still want to be able to save as much money as possible in the process. And if we do not understand how much we're actually being charged on that money, then we can be making a huge mistake. So I want to say it again, guys. Pay attention to the APR. Pay attention to how much you are being charged for money. 35% is completely ridiculous. It was completely too much money. I was actually glad that she came to me within that situation before she got approved for the card, because now if she approves this card, she activates the card, maybe she used the card once or twice and then cancels the card, she can actually damage her credit score simply because she didn't really know what she was getting into. She approved for the card and then she decided it was too much money and canceled it. Now she just closed out that positive history. So you want to be very mindful so that you don't try to do any reverse damage when it comes to your actual credit score, right? Why is this super important? We want to save money. Why is this super important? Because you're using borrowed money, and I want you to be able to save as much as possible. I want you to be able to get as much bang for your buck. I want you to be able to know when you are just completely getting ripped off, all right? So, guys, pay attention to the money. Pay attention to the cost of money. It is one of the chapters of my upcoming book. It is super important. The annual percentage rate, guys, is super important. Always read the 5 pen. Always read to understand and gain a more understanding of what you are getting yourself into before you make any lending or credit decisions. And I'm going to see y'all next time on the next video. Peace.